begin with Jason Jackson.
Well, Jason, congrats on the win tonight. Obviously, a dominant performance from start to finish. Just want to get your thoughts on your performance and how the fight played out.
My thoughts on my opponent, I just did what I had to and did the strategy that I know to beat him and didn't want to risk it because the level that we're fighting at, anything could happen. We see it all the time.
This was Bellator's first event in the Evergreen State, Washington State. Just want to get your thoughts on your experience during fight week in the Seattle area, Tacoma, and what that whole experience was like for you.
It was great, except for the casino, going through the casino. It's like a cigarette and trying to get through there, breathe, hold your breath. That was just the bad part of it. But other than that, Washington, Seattle, it's a beautiful city. The mountains, the air, everything, the people, it's just great. I love it.
Then the last question for me, obviously the big question right now is what's next for you in terms of a title shot. If Bellator came with a fight offer to you in the meantime, would you accept it or would you hold off for the title shot? What would be kind of the game plan there?
If they come with me to the fight and it's not the belt, they better have a lot of money to give to me. But right now, I want the money fight, which is the title. And I want to be the champ. So I'm willing to hold off. I did it last year and nothing came through, but I'm willing to do it again because I'm willing to be the champ. I want to be the champ. I'm going to be the champ.
Cool. Thank you, Jason.
Jason, congrats on the win. You had the layoff coming in, obviously. How did you feel in there? Because, I mean, again, start to finish, you look great. Just your overall thoughts on, coming in after such a long layoff.
Well, I had to talk myself in it while I was in there. Like, you're the best. You're the best welterweight on this planet. You've been here, Jason. You know what it is to be in this cage, the circle. Let's go. It's your time, Jason. It's your time. Let's go, let's go. And I kept telling myself over and over and over. So I was kind of a little bit calm too, you know what I'm saying, because I guess it's just an experience.
Yeah, and you also mentioned, you want a big fight, you want obviously a money fight, all that stuff. If they came to you, Michael Page is obviously at the bare knuckle fight, but if Bellator comes to you, they offer you a good amount of money to fight him. Is that a fight that would interest you?
Absolutely, because if I fight him, I'm not going backwards.
Yeah.
I'm going forward. So, if the money is right, I'm there. It's all right with me. So let's go.
Obviously, you train with Logan Storley. Is that a conversation you guys have had? And this is a big win tonight. I mean, you're right with those guys, right?
Logan Sterling, we haven't spoke about it, but we already know already. He spoke about his last fight, saying that it's a business, and I respect him to actually give me a shout out after the fight, and no hard feelings. If we fight, we just fight. It's all love.
And just last question for me, you talk to a lot of fighters that you train with, just I'd say in the industry in general, there's a lot of respect for you. A lot of people say Jason Jackson's the guy, he's so underrated, and here you are in a main event, you put on a great dominant win here. Just what does it mean to have that support from everyone and the people who know you well enough who really have supported you over the years? Because it's been a long road for you.
Definitely a confident booster because, sometimes you can't see what's going on the inside. The people that's looking out from the inside could see everything, and I'm just like thrilled to hear everybody ask me to help them or be a part of the camp, and I learned something as well from the experience, and it keep me growing as a man, you know what I'm saying, in and outside the cage.
How important is it for you to entertain the crowd when you fight?
That's a good question. The crowd, they was entertained all night tonight because all the fight done finished early. So to see a fight go 5 rounds was definitely, worth some TV time. And, sometimes the crowd not going to be satisfied once their favorite fighter is being beat up. And you could tell Lima was a favorite tonight. He done great stuff in Washington. He finished MVP right here in Washington, Seattle. So he had a lot of fan base tonight. So it doesn't matter what I did, it still was going to be on his side.
I mean, James talked about respect, and you've been around the game for a while. You've had a lot of almosts. You've just that close to getting there, up over that hump. Does that explain at all why you took the approach that you did tonight? Were you less apt to maybe take chances in terms of your game plan because this has been such a journey for you to get to this point where you're at 6-fight or 5-fight, 6-fight winning streak?
Definitely. When you're this close, you just have to keep going. And once the time is right, there's nothing no one could do to stop that. You know, God's plan is God's plan, and nobody could stop it. Nobody could interfere. You know, God had the pen. He write the story. I'm just showing up and just, you know, do what I was told and put here to do. So, you know, that's just it.
What do you think is going to happen when Venom MVP fights Mike Perry, bare knuckle?
Well, you know, I'm all team Bellator. Venom Page, he's going to stick him and move him and stick him and move him and beat him up like a Bruce Lee would beat up anybody in bare knuckle. You know, he got that karate style. You know, and it don't take much but a couple of knuckles to the eye to ruin anybody's night in bare knuckle. So I'm team MVP all the way.
Hey, congratulations on the fight tonight.
Thank you.
Ross's spirit came through.
Rasta
How are you going to celebrate?
I'm gonna go back to my hotel, and I'm just gonna lay on the bed and just say, yes, I finally could enjoy my hotel room. I finally could enjoy Washington, Seattle. I finally could be Jason again without just thinking about being an ass kicking machine. I finally could just relax my nerve and just, you know, take it in and soak it in and said, you know what, you execute.
Jim?
Ass kicking machine, congratulations!
Thank you.
Hey! Alright, so going into now we can talk game plan. Did it pretty much follow what you thought of him? When you takedown after takedown after takedown, you just dominated him. Was that sort of it going in, or just was adjusting as the fight was going? Five rounds.
Definitely, I wanted to take him to deep water and drown him. So I came prepared for 5 rounds, and I could go 10, 20, doesn't matter. You know, my preparation in camp and my fight week while everybody was cutting weight and dying, I was doing 1 hour workout in the morning and 1 hour at night. So, you know, ain't no way 25 minutes was gonna stop me. Or, you know, and I know a guy like Lima is very hard to finish. You know, he's tough. So, you know, I know wrestling was part of his weak part. So when I was freezing him up, it was there all day. So I just went for it.
Well, I'll finish with this. I don't want to go too much off track, but I just want to give you some info, legitimate info. Today, Vince McMahon actually retired. So I'm just throwing that out to you because I know you're a big fan. And he actually, no script, no nothing, but he did retire, 76 years old. So I'm just giving that info, Jason Jackson.
Man, hey, God bless his soul. Vince McMahon still look young, no matter what. That's one of the only wrestlers that didn't age.
Thank you, Jason.
All right, thank you, love you.
Tyler?
Hey, congrats on the win. So you come from like a great gym with a lot of champions and former champions, and you also have a really great corner with you. Can you just kind of speak to how that really elevates you to have like such championship pedigree around you?
Yes, definitely had Greg Jones, you know, and Henry Hoof. Those guys, they on the road every week away from their family, so they know what it is, and they have nerve, just the same nerve that I have. Like they're gonna fight, and you know they know what it is to compete. So it's like they never like, I would say, like get ring rust from coaching. It's like every week they're away from their family, and the record speaks for itself. Numbers speak for itself. You can tell us at Stanford we've been winning. And we've been winning by knockouts, getting bonus and everything. So, you know, our gym gonna be one of the best, the best gym in the world one day.
Thank you so much. That concludes our time.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Congrats.